the live. I should probably close my computer and move my work stuff. There we go. But yeah, hello YouTube, along with the Tickety Talk. Tickety Talk, TikTok. I don't know how I'm going to pronounce that yet in a weird way. But I was just talking to the TikTok side of things to basically, we were going over my licensing stuff. If I was really worried about it, I would definitely study on live. I've done stuff like that before. I quit my job to stay at home with my kids and bunnies. Jealous. I did for a while. Hey Greens, how are you doing? I was a stay-at-home mom for about a year, a little over a year, just barely over a year. And it was nice, but I was driving myself insane. I was driving myself insane being at home. Hey Julie, how are you doing? I'm here. I got the chores done early just so I could go live for this occasion, a rarity among rare. And then also, if y'all aren't a part of the Itty Bitty Homestead Committee Collective on Facebook, that is a Facebook group that you should definitely join. But also, I was on my Alaskan Red Fox group that I have, and we had a new person join. Oh, I'll have to tell you about it. I still work from home, just took a pay cut. I work from home as well. I like it. But if you're talking about working from home and chasing little humans around, I totally get it. Hey, Michael, how are you doing? Hey, Rune, how are you? I have a bred doe. Yay, the same pairing that produced my best of breed junior doe we have. Heck yeah, congratulations. Y'all, that reminds me. Sadie had babies today. She had 5 out of Strawberry. Now, is she in my rabbit tree? No, she's at my friend's rabbit tree right now chilling. But she had 5 babies out of Strawberry today. So proud. Strawberry actually got the deed done. Right now, Strawberry's in with her daughter. Hey, Dylan, how are you doing? Yeah, Strawberry and Sadie had babies. They're the cutest little broken looking things. My friend called me on the FaceTime and she's like, she finally had them. 6 days late. 6 days late. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Sadie had babies 6 days late. That is absolutely ridiculous and out of sorts for her. I'm going to blame a delayed implantation, but also she's normally gives birth on day 32 or 33. So the fact she gave birth, like 6 days late, almost a week late, insane. But the babies are healthy. Sadie is doing fantastic. My Sadie lover isn't in here right now. I'll have to tell her. How are you doing, King of Beasts? Doing pretty well. Bottle baby buns are doing super well. Ray the horse is finally settling in at the vet's facility, and we are actually thinking she may be due at the end of April to mid-May. So Julie, what you're telling me is we're going to see baby pictures soon, and I'm looking forward to them on the Itty Bitty Homestead Committee Collective. You better spam me with all of the baby photos. The buns just need to bake a little longer. I feel that, but she's a mini Rex, so they should have to bake a little shorter, not longer. I've been waiting months to get my American Kindle, and she gave me 3. 3 is more than you had. 3 is more than you had, but that does suck. She only gave you 3. Green says, oh yeah, Nationals was this past week. Results are our senior buck got 3 of 3 and our junior doe got 6 of 10. And that's against the best in the country. I'll take it. That's not bad. 6 out of 10 is not bad at Nationals. To be honest, like if you're getting like at Nationals, as long as I don't get last, I'm chill. And even if I do get last, it's like, it's the best in the country. I'm okay with it. Dylan says, doing good. Got a litter due tomorrow. Fingers crossed for you. Lulu is due in 4 days. So maybe they'll be kindling buddies. I'm going to try to be there to record the birth. And of course, I'll spam all the pictures. Yes, Julie, that's why we love having you in there. All of the baby pony photos. And that's our first homegrown baby. Yeah, that's amazing. Like 6 out of 10 for your first homegrown baby at Nationals. Like, don't discount that. That is fantastic. That is glorious. I read that. Okay. I'm going to post an update now on the page for mom. Yeah. I'm telling you, every time I see it. So if y'all are on the Itty Bitty Homestead Committee Collective on Facebook, just know I'm busy with all of the licensing stuff, but I am creeping and I'm trying to get back on my posting. I've been better about it, but I'm there lurking. So if you're posting in the Facebook group, I see it and I'm liking it and hearting it, and I'm slowly commenting on everything. And I see all your stuff and I love it. So please keep commenting, keep posting, adore it. Cyrax was not pregnant. But it was also her first breeding. I'm not too worried about it. Right now, Strawberry, not right now, of course, but yesterday and today, Strawberry was in with Velma. Next week, I'm pretty sure, is Cyrax. Yeah. Next week is Cyrax. I say as I look up, I have paper, I have calendar, all of things. Is this the Facebook group you're talking about? Yes, it's the Facebook group I'm talking about. We have a Facebook group, we have a TikTok group, we have a YouTube group, we have an Instagram. We have all of the things, and all we talk about is homesteading stuff. Blessed with Pet says, I've been checking my phone over and over because I couldn't remember if you went live at 7 or 8. Technically, I think it's 8 for your time, Blessed with Pets, and 7 for mine. So either way, you're right. It just depends on which time zone you're in. This litter that came from the buck and the doe, I have bred now. I'm excited, Greens, to see what this buck and doe produced for you. And I am like cheering you on in the background. And yeah, I cannot wait to see the babies. Dylan says, first time mom, so fingers crossed she doesn't do anything stupid. I'm crossing your fingers because Lulu is also a first time mom and she's probably going to do stupid things if she's pregnant. She ate all the hay out of her nest. So Lulu is the doe I have pregnant, right? And she got her nest box today, and I stuffed it full of all of the nesting materials she needed. I put in the wood shavings. I put in the hay. I'm so excited. I went out there an hour ago. She ate all the hay and was just sitting in the wood shavings like, what you gonna do, Mom? So now I got to stuff it with more hay just to make sure she has everything. And I might just throw some paper in there just to make sure she doesn't eat everything. It's 9 for me. You are in the same time zone as my parents then, Dylan. Not that they actually watch this. They think I am a weirdo. They are the boomer and Gen X. So I tell them I'm doing this and they're like, I use straw. They don't eat it like hay. My problem with getting straw is I don't like straw. It uses up space in my barn. So what I normally do is I normally do pine shavings and hay, no loss, no foul. I should probably be less lazy about the straw, but finding good quality straw that isn't moldy, that's chopped and in good quality is really difficult around here, especially for cheap, because the ones at Tractor Supply are like $20, and I'm not paying $20 for chop hay, or chop straw rather. That's ridiculous. But I do agree. Straw, if it is an option, is a great choice because they don't eat it like hay. You are right. Just sitting here in mid-Michigan. My parents are in Ohio, so Dylan, we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to fight, Dylan. I can't get any of my does to breed right now. I'm so jealous of everyone right now. So everyone's having breeding problems. Like me right now, I'm getting litters once a month, right? I should be getting litters once a week. That's how my breeding schedules go. So the fact I'm only getting them once a month, you are not alone in that. I just have a lot more. I have a lot more rabbits to breed. Let's see. Just posted an update on the page for Ray. I'm hoping she will hold that baby until at least the start of May because I'm going to Oklahoma. I feel you. I will keep my fingers crossed for you. $7 a bale. I'm in Ohio. Not me. I wish it was $7 a bale. That's ridiculous, and I'm jealous. Absolutely jealous. My husband and I have talked about every time we visit my family in Ohio, we're going to buy up a bunch of food, we're going to buy up a bunch of hay, and we're going to drive to Colorado with it. Because the price between Colorado and Ohio, complete opposites, because Colorado's expensive. Hoping to get Flemish Giants in 4 weeks. I have my fingers crossed for you, and I want to see those babies if that's okay, Gracie, because I don't personally breed Flemish, right? But every time I'm at show, we have like we have 2 breeders that I know of in the state. One always goes to the northern shows, one always goes to the southern shows. Either way, I love watching them show. They're great. And those giants never fit in the showing cages, so they always have them just running the table. And they are just the funniest little babies. Ah, the Flemish are great. Let's see. I'm obsessed with type of my unshowable Vienna broken black buck. Hope he pairs good with my Budo. Hey, you need those good types in your boo lines. Those Vienna carriers that are good type, perfection towards your boo lines. I've cut back and started over on all my rabbits, so all my new does are first timers. Oof, good luck. That's tough because first time moms can be either really great or horrible. There's like no middle section. Oh, those are my dream rabbits. They're beautiful. I'm not really a giants person in my own rabbitry, but do I love seeing them? Absolutely. That and the American chinchillas. Those are great. Let's see. I'm still having mini Rex breeding issues. Nothing yet. Really hoping to add new bucks will help. I'm getting a sable point buck and a chocolate doe at the end of March. Both of my bucks are breeding. Gigi is breeding. Strawberry is breeding. I have no complaints on the mini Rex front. I'll join the Facebook group so everyone can see my beautiful lion heads. Greens, if you spam me daily with your lion heads, I'm going to die of happiness because I love your lion heads. They're absolutely fantastic. Like, you send me those pictures on Instagram, and I know I'm only on Instagram once a week, but I'm just like, oh, the fluffy babies, all the fluffy babies. I was so tempted to get a Flemish from someone near recently, but I got a Focus for now. I said the same thing, and my friend threw some satins in my face. She's like, here, have some babies. And I'm like, yes, I will take the babies. So that's how I got satins. I saw an import Belgian giant for the first time at show. It was so huge. Love the ears on the giants. That and the Velveteen Lops. The Velveteen Lops and the giant ears I live for. And I can't have them because I live in the mountains where it gets way too cold and they will freeze their poor little ears off. My does will lift every time for my cow buck, but doesn't want anything to do with my New Zealand buck. That happens sometimes. I've had does that are so particular with the bucks that are breeding them. It's annoying, but I get it. I would love to learn more about Angoras too. Maybe bring some threaded wool to farmers market. I have a friend, Angel. Angel has Angoras. She just went to show with them. I can't remember her last name though. She's on my Facebook group and she has beautiful Angoras. I'm not even sure. I'm not going to say her last name though, but she has Angoras. Beautiful. She did great at show last weekend. And I'm going to get Angoras off of her someday. Then Dylan and I can both have Angoras, right, Dylan? Right, Dylan? Let's see here. So I went from being able to breed any rabbits to having 5 pregnant does. Super excited but nervous at the same time. Haven't had much experience with litters, but I feel pretty educated. Any tips? Just keep an eye. Make sure their bellies are full. Make sure that moms aren't peeing in the nest. Make sure you don't have any rats or vermin that are going to come in, spook the moms, eat the babies, that kind of thing. Also look out for mastitis in moms. Those are the big things. I really love my mini Rex, but I just rant so much about how amazing Dort Hodos are. They're definitely my second favorite breed. They're cute, but I can't do marked breeds. I've never been able to do marked breeds. And it's not that I can't figure them out. I understand them. It's the fact that if they aren't perfect, I'm going to lose my brain. They have to be perfect. That's why I also can't do Harlequins. Daisy drives me nuts. She's not perfect in her markings. What can you say? Free rabbits are free, right? Okay, so my request greens. I will be on the Facebook to approve you here after I'm done with my live. I'm excited. Free animals are in fact the most expensive animals. Panda agrees with you. Isn't that right, buddy? He's just sleeping on the ground over there. Had to get hit by a truck when he was a pup. That's okay. He's napping. Sea lion heads are close to Angoras, just less maintenance. I completely agree, but Dylan and I have a bet going on. You gotta get Angoras. It's just how it is. Now, with that being said, when Daisy leaves, she's my my mom over there in the cage across the room with babies. When Daisy leaves, I have a house pet opening. Technically, I'm over my number for house pets because we have French Fry and Gigi downstairs, and I told my daughter she's only getting 1 pet rabbit, and now she has 2. I'm a pushover. What can I say? But in theory, I'll have that cage opening up for a doe in my office. And I would love to get an Angora. But if I got a lion head, would that also agree? I don't know. I love it. I love it. I can get a hold of my local 4-H. See, here's the thing. I have not lion heads. I have Angora breeders who have offered me rabbits in my local area. And I have to have them in the house so I can actually properly take care of them, blow their fur out, trim them, all of that. But I'm just saying, Greens, if we get a lion head, I'm going to end up with a whole barn full of lion heads. That's how this works. Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing? Gracie says, lion heads are aggressive mothers from what I've seen, but I love them otherwise. I wouldn't know. Greens would be the expert on this here. I just like how majestic they look. I have a friend on here, Majestic Rabbitry. She raises lion heads. Her picture is just this lion head blowing in the breeze. It's like a darker colored lion head. And it's just like, lion heads are cuddly from my experience. Here's how I know lion heads. Growing up, them getting the COD approved and being aggravated by it. And then now as an adult, seeing all the fluffy babies. So it's like a little confliction in my brain. I don't like them, but I love them, if that makes sense. Also, I got 3 lion heads at a chicken swap the other day. Didn't ask my parents. Just had to get them a Vienna Mark Blue Fawn, a Harlequin Doe, Black Doe, and a Vienna Mark Black Buck. No pedigree. Plan to ... My one lion head doe wants to go to foster mom. She would always accept extra babies for me. That's awesome. I had one aggressive doe, but she was my first timer and she calmed down by day 3. Heck yeah. This is it. When it comes down to it, I've had Californians and I've had Champagne d'Argents, and they are the worst mothers ever. So if anything's worse than them, that's how I consider them to be bad. But if they're better than that, I'm okay with that. Make my own line breeding. How do I do that with 2 does and a buck? Blessed with Pets, line breeding. Lots and lots of line breeding. My cousin's favorite doe was a lion head mini red cross, and that doe had so many litters in her life. I feel that. I feel like the minis in general just have a crap ton of babies. They're horrid at times. Jersey Woolies are also beautiful. We have one breeder that I know of that does Jersey Woolies, and she's at the Cars show. And I talked to her actually last Cars show because we were joking around. I'm like, yeah, I really want Angoras, but I feel like they're too much work. And she literally looked at me and goes, get Jersey Woolies. They're like a great intermediate breed between Mini Rex and Angoras. They have some fur, but not much. So she had one for sale, and I was like this close. Every time I'm at show, I feel like I come home with something new. Can you breed half siblings in line breeding? I've done it before. You just have to be ready to cull things. They get hard or soft cull. The closer you breed together, the more that can go wrong because you're setting in those really good traits and you're setting in those really bad traits. I've had nothing but success with lions, better than the mini Rex I used to raise. Oh no, Greens, we might have to fight over that because mini Rex are my babies. We might fight over that, but we've talked about this before. Line breeding is all about hard culls. 100% agree. 100%. I want a Polish, but they are spicy. Polish are so spicy. Ugh. Polish are so spicy. I got 20 Jersey Woolies for free and rehomed all of them because it was way too much maintenance for me. I feel that. I wouldn't breed siblings. No, totally, completely understand that, Jennifer. I've done it before. I've bred full siblings. I've bred half siblings for the sake of line breeding and trying things and testing things within my line. And it definitely takes some hard culling. With that said, who do I have in my barn right now that I had a baby that was a half sibling pairing? Who was it? Shoot. It was out of Sadie. I bred Sadie to her brother. Did I keep any of them? I don't think I kept any of them. But I have done it before, quite a few times. I would say lionheads make lovely nests when they want to. I raised mini rex for 12 years before the lions. I know them very well too. Well, that's the thing, Greens. That's the thing. I love the mini rex. They're the first. So I always tell people like it's like, oh yeah, if I had to cut down, I would totally get rid of the mini rex and da 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 da. I'm a liar. You all know it. I would never cut down on the mini rex. Never. Even though I say it every single time, I'm like, I have too many mini rex. I need to cut down. All of a sudden, I have 6 more. And they're all my line. It's not like I'm getting new ones. The last new mini rex I got was strawberry. That was well over a year ago. They're all my own mini rex. I'm breeding them, and I'm like, I need to get rid of the mini rex. I have too many mini rex. I need all the mini rex. Every single time. I'm like, oh, I need to make sure I have more space for class 6. I need the larger rabbits. And then here I am. Look at my little mini rex baby. Look at it. Like, that's what I do. And it's, I love my mini rex, but I don't get any live soon. I feel I'll have to move on from them. Julie, give it till summer. Just give it till summer. Let's see. Do you know of any affordable stackable rabbit cages, either online or like a Tractor Supply? I really like the Do More cages from Tractor Supply. They're stackable, they're collapsible, easy to store. Now, with that being said, they're a little rickety. I zip tie them so they're a little more sturdy, and they have coating that comes off. So you either have to recoat them or understand that sometimes the bars rust. With that being said, Greens is completely right. Cages are just expensive. They really are. And depending on who you ask, right? KW cages, amazing. Love KW cages. Pet Lodge cages are really good as well. You're going to put money into good cages, but they're going to last you forever. The Do More cages aren't going to last you forever, but I like them because I can collapse them. I have enough space for 9 more rabbits. Breaking my wrist was a blessing in disguise. Ha, there you go. More space. I've seen them. They sell the trays separately, and they are so expensive. They actually have a kit. So in the kit, you have the cage, you have the stand, you have the tray, you have the food feeder, you have the water, and it's like $50 to $60, depending on where you are for the whole set. To be honest, it's not that bad for $60. Let's see. Green says, location check local equipment dealers. Yes, local equipment dealers are great. The only problem I find with local dealers, and I don't mind supporting local, it's just a lot of times their prices are more than your like commercial suppliers, but that's understandable. And I would prefer to support local compared to like commercial if I can. One sandwich a day that will thin the mini rex out quickly. Dylan, no. 1 dog a day. 1 dog a day will thin the mini rex out quickly. 1 dog. I just added up the cost for a 12-foot 4 cage, and it was over $450. I feel that. I've been looking at new cage setups. Already, I've seen some on Facebook Market too, trying to find them to drive out and check them out. I feel that. Finding cages. I've built cages. It's cheaper if you're only counting wire, but not cheaper if you're counting the equipment it takes to build them. So there's that. Like Ohio has Gray's cages and they make amazing cages. Yes, we've had some local suppliers. They build custom cages. Beautiful. Jennifer says, I have KWs. My friend also has them. She likes the Pet Lodges better than the KW, but I've heard great things about the KW as well. I use Do More because I can stack them 3 high and still reach them. I've got about 40 cages and only 10 rabbits right now. I'm hoping to add more hotots. I feel that. Only I stack mine 4 tall because I like danger. But I do have a step stool. I do have a step stool to reach the 4 high. Nichols custom cages. Nice. Okay. We have a few. I can't remember. My custom cage person? Ken and Tammy cages is where I got mine. I have my travel cage in here because Gigi was in it because I used him to go breed some does. I want a clean flush system. Yeah, those look like chill as heck. I like Pet Lodges if I can get my hands on them. My problem with the Pet Lodges is I followed instructions too much. They open in, I want them to open out. I followed the instructions too hard. And now at some point I need to go in with pliers and ply the little J clips so I can put the cage door on the open out. Open out. Too short for a 4 high, even with a step stool. And you need a ladder, Julie. You need a ladder. We have precious space near the ceiling. Precious space. Mine open out. Yeah, Dylan, I followed instructions too well, okay? I followed instructions too well. I use a mix of Do More, Pet Lodge, and I have made a few. That's where I am, to be honest. I have Do More, I have Pet Lodge, and I have made a few. Greens, if you ever want to get rid of your laboratory cages, I'm coming out. I'm coming to Ohio, and I'm coming to visit you because I want them. Because those laboratory cages I'm jealous of. They are sleek, man. They're so nice. If I find them, they're mine. It makes you feel any better. That's how I got them, right? Right? Have you ever bred any other breed into your lines to get coat or eye color or future generations? Gracie, we were actually talking about this on the Facebook page. I had somebody who was like, I'm looking at breeding New Zealand's into my silver fox lines. But basically they were saying how they want to improve their body type overall and their size overall by breeding in a new or a different breed, being New Zealand's into their silver foxes. With that being said, I'm a bit of a purist. And people on my TikTok are going to know this when I've talked about it. I'm a bit of a purist. And it's personal preference. With that being said, breeding other rabbits into your lines is a common practice in the rabbit community. And I'm totally for it as long as you're honest on your pedigrees and you talk to people about it so you don't end up like me with a rabbit like Cookie. That's all I have to say about that. But with that being said, it's a very common practice. And once you breed your breed back to it, they can be purebred again in the ARBA standard. I think it's 3 generations of pedigree, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. I don't have the thing in front of me. But it's definitely usable to improve your stock. An example of this is one of the top silver fox breeders in the nation, Cara Perez, introduced satins into her lines to get chocolates. I'm pretty sure she introduced, I think it was satins. I'm like 95% sure, to get chocolates. And then she bred them out. That's like 10, 15 generations back. She's been doing this for a while. Totally get it. I've seen people breed Angoras into their silver fox line to improve grip and length in the fur. I've seen it. It works. My thought is if you can use a breed within a breed. So basically, if I have a silver fox and I want to improve with silver fox, I breed silver fox, breed it, make it better. Perfect. If not, then bring extra people in. But you can do it. And you can still breed them back to being pure breed by the ARBA standard. And I totally understand why people would do that. To Green's note, I want to breed otter to lion hens to make a new variety. I've seen that as well, breeding colors into a breed to get new. We're talking right now for my Alaskan fox project. We were talking about breeding Flemish into them if we wanted to take the standard larger. Or do we talk about bringing silvers into breed, the standard smaller, not silver foxes, silvers, these guys. I have them right here, silvers. So it's done, especially if you're trying to bring in a new variety or make a new breed. But the idea is to improve that line and then bring it back to being purebred. When I got into CDA, my first litter came out of Hemi because they carried from people previously. Yep. Breeding Callies into lines was super frustrating. I could definitely see how breeding anything that's not the breed into something, Brune says breed bigger. Brune, you're going to cry when I say we're looking at this right here, Brune. And if you can read that, it's smaller. It's smaller. Casey and I are talking about it right now, though, so we'll see. I have Boo mini lock mixes and wanted to experiment with my standard Rex to see if you do experiment with a mini and a standard, understand breeding out that mini gene is a pain in the arse. Just so you're aware. The Satans are very standoffish. I'm getting them though. The female likes me better than the male. Um, they would still keep Boo. I think is Boo allowed in standard? I don't know. They're allowed in minis because I have mini Boos. I have mini Boos right there in the corner and they're showable. Rune. Not Rune. We've talked about, we're on the fence. We're talking about, because if we go for semi-arched, we're going Flemish, we're going larger. But if we go for compact, we're going silver, we're going smaller. I'm sorry, Rune. I'll go hide in the corner in your disappointment. But it's just talk right now, as it always is. I have a bunch of do more, though their job, they're just janky, unwelded wire doors don't sit right, etc. And I want baby saver cages. Blessed with pets, zip ties. Zip ties fix that. I'm telling you. So I was recently introduced to American Blues. Opinions on the breed, worth raising at all? With the American Blues, I've heard things about they're a little nastier, and this is conflation. This is just me saying something. Gracie, I'm not sure if that's why I say I'm not sure if Boos are standard or not for standard Rex. I was gonna check here, but I got distracted. But I do know it's standard for mini Rex. But with with the American Blues, I've heard they're a little nastier in temperament, and sometimes people who raise them can be a little snobbish. That being said, the only blue breeder I have met in person was very nice. That's all I have for it. It's conflation. It's what I've heard. Let's see here. What do you think of all of the varieties Netherland dwarfs? I like when things have variety. As long as the variety is well kept to standard and there are people to breed within that standard. It's the same problem I have with the Lynx, Color, and Mini Rex. There aren't enough breeders and the ARBA wants to take it away because of that. If we're going to make varieties, we need breeders to go to show to keep those varieties in SOP. So I don't have a problem with it as long as they're breeding to the standard and showing them. I think I have a copy from the standard for the Alaskan Red. It's all the way back. Yeah, I have one from the 1930s, Jennifer. We're looking at it and we're trying to decide what to do with it to kind of play with it because I think his name is Clyde. We have a new member to the Alaskan Red Fox, older gentleman who's been in this for a while that we were talking about why playing with type when it comes to the Alaskan Red, if it doesn't get approved as a variety for the Silver Fox, changing it into its own breed and what needs to change to make it its own breed, the three different things. I want to Boo, but I decided to focus on Castor and Chinchilla Mini Rex. Look, all I'm saying, you could do what I do and just get way too many varieties. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Angel, how are you doing? The coolest minis I've ever created were Calibucks in New Zealand. Were light brown with dark cow markings. That's interesting. Boo is the best. I agree. And now I need to go get a Boo, baby. Y'all get to suffer in my Boos. Ha ha ha. All right. Come here, Lily. Where are you, Lily? No, you're Dewdrop. My bad. My bad. Lily was actually staying calm in the corner for once. Everyone say hi to Snowdrops. What were torts, MMC? What were torts? I need to know. I need to know. Like, are we talking about Alaskans or what are torts? I'm confused. I'm confused. Nothing new, to be honest. Nothing new. That's why I'm trying to raise stable points for Mini Rex. I don't see a lot in my area. That's why I have Lynx, to be honest. Did you know Tort was the original linehead variety, which is why it's so prevalent and the most competitive? I did not know that. That's really cool. Light brown Callies with the dark cow markings. Okay, so I think it was Dylan, MMC, who is like an expert when it comes to rabbits in general and has like a crap ton of experience. She's also my genetics person when I like have questions. She says they're torts. Let's see. Blessed Pet says, well, I piled on a bunch of J clips on my Do More cages. That works. Hey, Sierra, how are you doing? Yes, this is not one of my Boo babies. Pretty sure this is Dewdrop or Snowdrop, not Dewdrop. Snowdrop. Let me check. Oh no, I was right the first, or was I? No, this is Snowdrop. I was right. It's an itty bitty baby. And he's doing good. He actually has the better type so far out of the babies. My buck has the better type, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with my buck having better type. Now, fur quality, we'll see in a few weeks. I really hope he has his grandfather's fur type. Greens, I am totally ready for my Facebook group to be overrun with lime heads. I would get more varieties, was going to, but I'm playing with genetics on my Holland Lops at the moment. I feel that. I set up a new setup on my barn to get extra rabbit cages so I could get more mini Rex, even though I said I'm not breeding more mini Rex. Technically, I set them up for extra cages for when my torts come in for my Alaskan red fox thing. But I know me, and I'm gonna have more mini Rex because that's how it works. Okay, I have a Dewdrop 2. She's a chocolate and very loud. Oh, I love it. Let's see here. They were really cool looking. They even had red eyes, and they tasted good too. Dylan, you're horrible. I'm good. I should have my first litter building up to the Alaskan red fox this month. Heck yeah, I'm super jealous. My fox got pushed back a little bit. I love to add some Boo mini Rex, but I can't find any in my area. Is there a way to breed them into my lines without a blue to start? Vienna carriers, like Daisy. She has the white mark on her forehead and her nose. 2 Vienna carriers equals Boo animal. That's how I got these guys. I have the hiccups. It's kind of crazy how many different silver fox torts are out there. Yes. There was a split recently in the silver fox community to another group. I'm in both groups and it's interesting. But we'll see how it goes. I'm just here for the ride. I'm always here for the ride. A lilac mini Rex and only one is a buck out of 6. Oh, that sucks. Or it rocks. I don't know. Did you want it to be a buck? Is the question. Let's see here. Yes, Daisy's babies are currently the only Boos I have, which shouldn't be the case. I should have way more Boos, but my genetics really like to play games with me. Good thing. Oh, then heck yeah! I'm so glad your only buck was a lilac. Congratulations! But yeah. Now with that said, I did have a Boo last year in a litter, and I should have gotten way more. And the genetic fairies just like to screw with me because I should have gotten way more, and they were like, "You don't need it." But yeah. Let's see here. Right now I have a black tort and a blue tort, but I'm working on genetics to get chocolate torts and lilac torts in the barn also. Nice. I like torts. Torts are pretty. What do you want from me? That's the only reason I crossed my routes. I feel it. Yeah. All the things, Dylan. I want all the things. But no, I do feel that. Like I've done crosses before just for meat for the freezer, so I get it. I'm hanging in all the groups I can get into. Are you meaning yes, I mean Rune. Rune, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just sitting here like they're Pokemon. We have a deep dark tort New Zealand kit. MMC, you have a New Zealand tort kit? What are you doing with it? Well, I just weighed out one of my culls frozen, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. That's not bad. Culls frozen. Like you pulled it from the freezer, or did you have a mama pull something out? Let's see. That's what we specialize in. We sell out any other color regardless of quality. I feel that. I need to specialize. I really, really need to specialize in a variety. To be honest, if I'm going to specialize in a variety, it's going to be blue-eyed whites. Yeah, the freeze. Okay, I got you, MMC. But no, what are you doing? I saw that you're probably going to breed it back, but ... Are you bringing it somewhere? Can I borrow it for like just a day? So people get really salty about colors because we get into the whole standard versus not standard, which is where I just sit back and I do whatever works for you kind of moment. Just because it's not my cup of tea doesn't mean that it isn't your cup of tea. but that's where it stems from. Basically, is people are like, you have to breed the standard. You can't have the extra colors. Oh, those colors don't exist in the breed. Da da da. That kind of thing. I'm tempted to work on a blue line of blank de Hodots just for the hell of it. Do it. I have 2 fryers to do tonight. If it's any good, hopefully type will be good. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And I would love to, if you have pictures, because I love creeping on your rabbitry, to be honest. Every time you have grow outs or babies, I just like creeping, okay? For the record, I have a client who can only eat for protein, so she orders rabbits monthly. That's nice. I wish I had that, to be honest. The only one I have monthly is one of my reptile sales, and they are on the clock like, hey, do you have babies for me? And most of the time I say yes. Let's see. I specialize in Californians because my New Zealanders don't want to cooperate. My Californians don't want to cooperate at all. I feel that. Only the opposite. I'm going to try to... Oh, Julie's talking to Greens. Okay. But yeah. Mr. Snowdrop. I keep calling him Dewdrop, but it doesn't fit my naming. It doesn't fit my naming. This is the guy you saw a picture of earlier. He's some really good type, to be honest, for 4 weeks old. He's just so cute. Look at him. Look at him. How cute he is. This is so cute. He's just doing fantastic. Don't jump off my hand. I'd be very sad if you hurt yourself. I feel that my Satins won't breed. My Satins are babies. He is cute, and I have been bugging him most of the day, and he might be my favorite out of the litter. Like, Lily isn't bad, but after I did reviews of 4-week-old type, this is the baby I like. But we'll see. I'm telling you, the blue-eyed whites, I'll have an entire barn. Dylan, he is not a snack. Bad Dylan. Bad Dylan, this is the one I'm keeping. He wants to get Brits for me to live vicariously through you. I'm not getting Brits for you, Green. That is the one thing I will not get. The Britans are freaking nasty little crazy creatures, and I like watching them from a distance, but never in my barn. That is one I will put my foot down on every time. But I have seen some. And every time I'm like, and then it's like, no. We're not getting Brits. We're not getting them. Crap. Have any casters available? Well, this one's already claimed, but now I have to like sit here and be like, look at my babies. Ugh. You mean like one of these brilliant little babies who, they are the devil's pets. I feel that. They are more Satans than the mini Satans. I feel that, yes. I'd say, Tiffany, to be honest, the amount of casters I have left over in my litters, because people don't like casters, because they're too brown. I always have casters available. Always have casters available. I'm telling you. This little girl, what did I call you? I called you Lilac. Yeah, this is Lilac. He's going to go to a little boy who's very excited to show some mini Rex. I love casters as well. They're beautiful, beautiful babies. They're absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, this little girl, she had the slightest amount of Harlequin markings on her stomach and ear. But they look like they're going to shed out, and he can show them. And if nothing else, they just look slightly miscolored. Easily showable, maybe a fault, but not a DQ. And I have a little boy who's very excited to show this one. My friend who gave me the Satans, I'm going to throw a freaking caster at her and be like, here you go, here's a baby. That's where this one's going. She's going to get mini Rex. Yes, I will work with shippers. I do work with shippers. Hey, Daisy May, how are you doing? Let's see, big eyes, tiny ears. Not only is it big eyes, tiny ears, they're like big eyes, and they're not just like big, they're like this. Like they don't have enough freaking eyelid to go around their eyes, so they look like they're cracked out constantly. But yeah. No, I don't do I don't do breeds that have like patterns that need to be exact. It's the same reason I don't do the Dutch. No thanks. So shipping, you get, so you contact a, like a shipping company, like, what's the Hopalong something or whatever. You contact a shipping company. You say, hey, I have a rabbit you're picking up here. You cover the cost of it, and say, hey, it's getting delivered here. Different shippers have their own contracts and things, but that's like the general gist of it. Most of them, you can get like, somebody will be like, hey, I'm going to convention in Kentucky from California. Here are all the stops I'm going to make. Then there are actual businesses. So, but yeah. Hopalong is the transporter I've heard great things about. That's the name. I've had a blue tortbuck that was an ugly duckling, snowballed mess, but he was a freaking showstopper. Now, the snowballing, it gets me going. I can only imagine cross borders is a nightmarish expense. It can be. It really can be. Daisy May, I'm confused, darling. Let me see. I think I missed your thing. I have a question. So there's this girl in my 4-H with me, and she wants to use one of my bucks, but I feel bad because I want to keep her, but she's also keep trying to make me. Just be honest. If you don't want her using your animals, just say no. They're yours. You know, like if you don't want somebody using your animals, just say no. It's harsh, but the more you put your foot down, just do it. And just be honest with them, you know? I really hope my mom will do convention this year. I haven't been since before Corona. I'm so excited for convention. I bred Daisy to another one of our Vienna carriers. And that's how I got these annoying little castor monsters. So what would be an estimate cost to ship a bun from you to me here? Just a rough estimate. I'm a part of a group, and they say something along $75 to $100 per rabbit to ship. That's kind of the guesstimate of what I've seen for that. It just depends on transporters. Some do by mile, some do flat rate. So it just depends. So I've seen the lowest I've seen cross country from like Cali to New York is 50. The most I've seen is like 200. So gives you a general idea. I thought he was lost being snowballed, but not an ounce of white undercoat. That's nice. See, when the snowball effect sheds out, I'm okay with it. It's just that before, and it's just like a freak thing. Let's see. Well, not close. At least you're only 6 hours away from me, so it feels doable-ish. We'll meet halfway. I can be bribed with coffee. My one friend's like, hey, I have a trip planned out. So snowball effect is where there's like a miscoloring in the fur and the undercoat's like this white color. It's very common in tort rabbits. Anywhere from black to blue to lilac to chocolate torts, they have this like weird undercoat. Most of the time the babies shed out to a better undercoat, but it gives them this like weird coloration. Let's see. Daisy May, I agree with Dylan. If you don't benefit from it, it makes you uncomfortable. It's not worth it. 100% Dylan. I love that advice. Because I would seriously love to buy a mini Rex from you in the future. I'm just being honest. I have some rabbits. You called that I had things I love to add to my life. Julie, like, keep in contact with me closer to convention. If you're coming to convention, I'll bring you something. Same with you, Blessed with Pets. Meet me at convention. I'll bring all kinds of things. Greens, that's not fair. That's not fair. I'm not allowed to bring home puppies. I'm not allowed to bring home puppies. You're just not wrong. You're not wrong. I can be bribed with bunnies. coffee, and puppies. I'm just not allowed to bring any more home, and I do anyway. Right. Me wandering, Madison, why do you have like 10 cups of coffee at conventions? Like, people bribe me for bunnies. I brought them the whole way for coffee. Oh, that's the kind of nonsense. That's the kind of nonsense that gets me in trouble. I'm going to bounce around convention with like 20 cups of caffeine, and everybody's going to be like, oh my God, why in hell are you hyper? And it's like, convention is in my backyard. I'm jealous of that, to be honest. If I was still living in Ohio, perfect, but I'm out here. Yes, I'm telling you, Little Shits Ranch has those corgi puppies that I want. Everest. She has a puppy named Everest that I think would be great for Thor. And I think my husband's ignoring me in the other room because I told him I want Everest. And he's ignoring me. I'm not going to get another puppy till my other puppies are gone. Convention is in Kentucky this year, Louisville. I think it's next year too. I keep saying this. I keep questioning it, and I'm like, that's Louisville. I'm trying to focus on adding some Boo and chinchillas into my line. I just love what you have going on with your lines. My lines, they need more depth. I was talking to MMC about it. I want to steal a rabbit from her. They need more depth in general. And I would like it that I need to move their high point slightly, like that much back, and it'll be perfection. But I'm always improving my lines, just to be honest. I'm just so close. And then also fur quality. Fur quality is another thing I'm working on. I have it with Strawberry, but Strawberry's babies with my girls still off. I'll have it in one more generation. I'll have that mini Rex fur. I mean, my mini Rex fur is not bad. It's just this close from being perfect. This close. I was going to go to convention, but my memory is making the same. Yep, I feel that. Maybe next year convention. Let's see. You're going to be running around with a puppy in one hand and your hoodie pocket and coffee in the other hand. You're not wrong. I'm going to have so many things I shouldn't at convention. And it's my husband's fault because he's not coming with. It's his fault. He's not coming to convention. I can get away with things. It's like a kid in a candy store. I'm going to be running around like a little hyper child. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I have been for a while, and I'm going to just be running around like, I'm at convention, I'm caffeinated, yay! I have puppies, I have bunnies, and everything's okay. And knowing my luck, I'm going to bring home a pony, too, because that's just how things work. Not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm seeing a pony. It's not my pony. It's a girl's trip. It's somebody else's pony, but they're going to keep it up here, so I got to go check them out. Better to ask forgiveness than permission. I agree, but my husband was not with that. My husband does not agree with that policy. He wants a heads up. But if I bring it home, he doesn't have a chance to say no. I know he's still ignoring me. I just heard him click his drink. So I know he's listening. But he's ignoring me. But I've got a non-pedigreed buck that I'm super attached to, but I want to switch to pedigrees. What do you suggest? If it has good qualities, just breed it in 3 generations. You'll have fully pedigreed animals. See you driving. No, Greens, I have a story about cows, right? So I was working at a tack shop, the same tack shop that I ended up getting Panda from when I was working for. And my boss says, we're going to the auction and picking up cows, like calves. And I said, okay, perfect. He buys 3 calves. 3, right? And here I am at this auction barn with 3 calves. And I look at him and I go, Terry, what are we going to do with these? He goes, oh, we're going to throw them in the bed of a truck. And we're just going to drive them to the tack store. How are we supposed to keep them in the back of the truck? He goes, well, I have 2 working people here. One will drive the truck and one will sit in the bed of the truck holding the cows. So me and my friend JC, who also worked at the tack store, drew straws, and she ended up being driving. So here I am going like 60 miles an hour, pinned like this in the back of a truck, holding 3 lead ropes of some brand new baby cows. And they were like jerseys or something like that. And we're going down the highway at like 60 miles an hour, me in the bed of the truck with 3 calves, and we pass a cop, right? And I'm just like, hey, because what else am I supposed to do as we're going down the highway 60 miles an hour with me and 3 calves in the back of a bed? Right? Right? So here I am, just like, and this cop follows us all the way from the sales barn to the tack store. And the entire time I'm like, oh, we're going to get pulled over. We're a bunch of like 16-year-olds doing this stupid nonsense, right? It is not legal. It was not legal even then. We were going to be in so much trouble. I just knew it. So we're driving down. We get to the tack store. We unload these calves into the bathroom of the tack store because he can't take them home just yet. And he's going to go get a trailer because he lives an hour away from the tack store in that direction. And we just came from that direction. So we're keeping these calves in the bathroom. And if y'all have ever smelled calf poop, it's gross. And it's just in this tiny little store that's only about double the size of my office. And it is gross. But I had to bottle feed like 3 calves. And oh my gosh, it was the worst thing. But the cop followed us to the tack store and left us alone because we lived in the country. And let me tell you, that is the kind of nonsense I did as a child. And no, it was not legal, and I shouldn't have done it. It was super dangerous because we were just hanging off the back, and we didn't have the little flappy thingy. Domino, how'd you get sunburnt? But yeah, that's kind of the thing I did. It's not as bad as the time we've taken mini ponies home in the back, but you know. That's my motto. That's how I got a pregnant mare ass. Beg for forgiveness. One of these days, I'm bringing home another calf. I'm going to. Nah, I'm telling clearing land all day. Ooh, that'll get you. And if you burn like me, I'm not like 20. She's been in the yard working. See, if you're like me, you need like 20 gosh darn layers of sunscreen, and you need to reapply it 30 minutes or you burn. Oh, the mini pony story? Sunday. Sunday was that close from the all-time record of being the shortest pony ever. I'll tell you about Sunday. Sunday was a beach. So Sunday was this little mini pony, and we never put her in the trailer. She was always in the front seat of the vehicle, and we were always taking her everywhere. But Sunday was a little nasty thing. And she's always trying to bite people. So you'd be like driving down the road and she'd just be like, and she'd like bite you. And then you'd like on the wheel, and that thing chased me around the field, and she was just nasty. But that's not the only pony story we have. The amount of times we went to auction and got mini ponies and threw them in the back of, so my very first vehicle was a PT Cruiser, right? Dream Cruiser. And the amount of times I put mini ponies in the back of my Dream Cruiser, too many to count, got in trouble way too many times. And I'm just like driving down the road and have these mini ponies in the back with horse poop coming out back. And yep. He doesn't have the best type either, but he does have a nice color. Blessed with pets, never breed for color, breed for type. And I say that just because it helps you come down when it comes to the amount of rabbits you have. Because otherwise you're going to collect all the colors like me. I will say you will be the only one with a mini cat. No, greens. My husband came home with a goat in the cab of his pickup truck. I don't want to hear it. I'm not the only one who does this. My husband does it too. That's how we brought Max home. I held a goat in the back of my Gremlin from San Antonio 6 hours to home. I feel it. That's the shit I do, and I love it. It is always the smallest ponies with the biggest attitude, and they're nasty too. Build the barn before you paint it. 100%. Build the barn before you paint it. Always improve the quality of type before you get color. Because let me tell you, I love my blue-eyed whites. There's a reason why I don't have a million generations of blue-eyed whites. That's because I keep breeding other things into them to improve that type. Because I'm going to bring the best looking mini Rex. Breed for structure, color will come. Yes, that's another great saying. I'm telling you. Also, while we're off subject, because we're always off subject, who's watching The Last of Us? Who is watching The Last of Us? Is it just me and my husband? Is anyone else watching this show? Because we play the video game. We play the video game and we're watching the series now. Anyone watching it? Just me, just him. I can't wrap my head around how to build a pedigree from my lion head without having the same rabbit on the pedigree more than 3 times. I can't wrap my head around how to build a pedigree from my lion head without having the same rabbit. Busted Pets, elaborate. I'm not quite understanding. Are you saying that the rabbit is line bred or? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm really suspicious of the mushrooms now. Yeah, the mushrooms and supply chain. Supply chain. Just put a record of ancestry. I agree. Yes, I agree. I don't have to YouTube. Is all I got. Oh, I don't have TV. YouTube is all I feel that. We have HBO. It comes with our phone plan. So because we have AT&T, so I have HBO for free because of my phone plan. So yeah, we're watching South Park and The Last of Us. So that's why I want to focus on chinchillas and castor. The fur type is a little off. So my fur type was off. And the way I improved it was getting a really, really, really nice black-faced rabbit and breeding it into my rabbits to get that fur type. Because the thing is some of my rabbits are this close to perfect, and that's because of strawberry. And one more breeding back to strawberry, and it'll be there. They're just slightly off on density, and most of it is because I have blue-eyed whites, and their fur type's always crap. You're not the only ones bringing animals home in your car. Like I said, I came home with a turkey, 2 piglets in my lap, a nanny goat I got from the floor, and boxes of rabbits in the back seat. Yeah, I love bringing things home I shouldn't. Hopefully Danny's not listening to that one. He just bought me like 1,500 pounds of hay. So I need to be nice because he just did me a huge favor by feeding Dallas, and I got to stay home and do nothing. And he unloaded it from the truck and tarped it and everything. So I need to be nice because he definitely came in clutch, and it's alfalfa, and it's a good alfalfa. So I need to be nice to him. That's why I want to fill. Yeah, I read that. Okay, good. The fur is great. They just long in the shoulder and higher in the peak. My shoulders are good now. I need to get that peak to match that depth. My peaks are okay, but that depth, I need to work on my depth and my ratios. My ratios are a little off, but I'm always about improving lines. Gotta improve those lines. Busted Pets, if it's not pedigreed currently, you cannot make it one. You have to breed 3 generations to get a full pedigreed rabbit. Yes. Is that what she's saying, Greens? I wasn't quite sure in what she's saying, but yes, Greens is 100% correct. If you don't have something that's pedigreed, you breed it until you create the pedigree. That's which rabbit is that right now? I'm doing that with a couple of my silver foxes. Let's see. I want to line breed them to have a pedigreed kit, but I don't know how to do that without breeding half sibling. It's not inbreeding if it turns out correct. If you inbreed them and it looks good, you call it line breeding. Line breeding. You have to be brutal on culling when fixing shoulders. Yeah, unfortunately, fixing my shoulders in my line was a painful process, and I'm still like slightly off on some of them. But culling in general, you have to be brutal when it comes to mini Rex because there's so many people breeding mini Rex that the slightest inconsistency will get you kicked from the top. And also right now the typing. I saw the top line video from the rabbit show, and I talked to Kara about it because I was panicking about it. And I sent her the pictures of the video. I said, Kara, I need your advice on something. And I said, do these look like mini Rex to you? And she looked at it. She goes, no, those look like the perfect commercial type. I said, their shoulders are slightly too long for compact. And she's like, yeah, they are. And I talked to her about it. I'm like, so if you were to cut the shoulder out, you would agree that the high point's in the right place, but the shoulder's way off and it looks way too commercial for a compact type. She's like, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. So I feel a little bit better on it because the rabbit show, I agree with moving the high point back, but the example they were using sent me spiraling last week about my mini Rex. Like I spiraled because of that, because I looked at that shoulder and I was like, why does that, they were talking about mini Rex. I'm like, why does that mini Rex have a shoulder? It's like, it's a compact type. What is going on here? And it was the example they were using. It sent me off. Like I spiraled about it for a good few hours. And I was like, what? But I'm good now. Why did I go off on that? Oh yeah, because Domino was talking about shoulders and Cullen. Let's see here. I'm off. I'm so no to rabbits, so I feel I have time and I'll get there with my. You will. You have all the time in the world to improve. If you are crossing to a different breed, do you ever breed the F1 gen together? It depends on what I'm looking for. Mini Rexes where I am are hard to find. It's all wops in Netherlands and meat mutts. I wish. Mini Rex are so overpopulated here, which makes me feel better about when I do well. But sometimes it's a little irritating because it's like my boos don't place, and I'm like, you just like the black beast rabbits. You're gonna choose the ruse over mine. But yeah. But anyway, I'm on a tangent. Hey Jen, how are you doing? You have a great rabbitry channel. Thank you so much. I haven't seen you in a little while. Are you doing all right, Jen? I'm still going to start a poll on the group for raised babies, Colts versus Fillies. I'm also taking name suggestions. I want to do a big gender reveal. Julie, do it. Julie, do it, please. Please. I need that kind of joy in my life. Let's see. Green says line breeding is only for enhancing a feature, breeding to other pedigreed rabbits to get only for enhancing a feature, breed to other pedigree rabbits to pedigreed kits. I agree, Greens. I agree. Blessed with Pets, the rule about what you're talking about, there is no official rule. It's just the idea in the breeding community of when it comes to line breeding, you shouldn't have a rabbit on your pedigree more than 3 times. It's one of those like general things that some people talk about. It's not really a thing. It's just like a general rule, but it's not a real rule. It's more has to do with the idea of like your lines and everything. It's conflation. It's not really a thing. But Dylan is right. Not Dylan. Sorry. I was reading Dylan at the bottom. Greens is right. Dylan says, okay, I'm back. What have I missed? Me ranting about a TV show, going off about top lines and inbreeding versus line breeding kind of things. MMC. So, Blessed Pets, you can't really see it, but MMC is saying that along the lines of the same thing Green is saying of a standard of some people say like the 3 times rule is a thing, but again, I agree with MMC from if it works, it works. If you have good lines and you're line breeding them for a reason and you're getting good quality animals, it works. She also says some of my show lines, we have seen the same 2 rabbits on it like 25 times. And then Domino, who, so Blessed with Pets, y'all, she's not allowed to have a TikTok. She's only over on YouTube. But Blessed with Pets, Domino is brilliant when it comes to that. So is MMC. They are great when it comes down to this. But 75% COI on some of these bought rabbits. So basically what she's saying is they are extremely line bred and have a really high line breeding coefficient. So they're very tightly line bred and they're really good. Never heard of the 3 times thing. I need to pull up. It's a thing. It really is a thing when it comes to like rabbit breeders. A lot of them will be like, at least in our area, if a rabbit shows up 3 times on a pedigree, it's too line bred and they won't buy it or whatever. It is something people go by. If I see a rabbit bred 3 times on a pedigree, it's something I note in my head, but it won't stop me from buying a rabbit, if that makes sense. Too high for me, issues losing size, but the coats were fantastic. So, MMC says the 75 COI did cut out to 5 pounds. It was too high for me. Issues with losing size, but the coats were fantastic. And Domino said the 75 COI rabbits have lost size so much they lose commercial viability. Okay, so basically what they're saying is there was problems in the COI, but they had some good qualities as well, which is basically what we've talked about when it comes to line breeding, is there's good and there's bad, and you have to cull heavily. And MMC says you learn whose lines cross better. Let's see. No, I love the Rabbit Show's YouTube channel that has a whole video explaining line breeding fully. It is amazing. Like I really love. In general, I watch all of the Rabbit Show's YouTube. I highly suggest to anyone who isn't, but they do have an amazing video on line breeding. I'm really good, thank you. How are your rabbits? Lots of babies grow out. We have, so I just separated out the Silver Fox's litter out of Vanessa and Lalo. I kept Sheba, and my friend Casey has number 1. She's number 1 right now. Created the poll in the group. Feel free to add name ideas and vote for. Yeah. There was an announcement. There was more of an announcement for you, to tell everyone about. That was more of an announcement for you to tell everyone about it. Oh, Greens. I have no social cues. It goes over my head. My husband yells at me constantly for it. Like, social cues are horrible on me. Like, my husband will be like, "Oh, social cue," and I'm just like. And it's but yes, Greens, I agree with you. If y'all haven't watched the Rabbit Show, their line breeding video, glorious. I will announce it. Thank you, Greens. I'm dumb sometimes, okay? It's all right. I have a bit of the tism. Good note, Utah has a new rabbit club charter, finally got approved. Nice. Thank you, Domino. Thank you. Because I texted Kara about it because I was panicking about the graphs they were using. And the way they were like, "Oh, you have people who just aren't in it for forever, and they're trying to convince judges that lack of quality is just easier than breeding better." And I was looking at it and I nearly had a conniption over that shoulder example they were using for the mini Rex. Like, I was watching them, they were talking about mini Rex and they were using a commercial type. And again, I'm on this rant because that's how much it upset me and how much I talked to I talked to Kara, yes, but I also talked to Casey about it. I talked to Victoria about it. I talked to my husband about it. And I was having conniptions over that video, Domino. Like, you have no idea how much that video upset me in some places. Like, some of the things I really agreed with, and I was like, okay, yes. But some parts of it, I was just in a tizzy over. I was in the graph. Yes, the graph. The graph threw me off so much. And I'm a visual learner. So when I saw the graph, I was panicking because I'm like, that's what I would expect to see in my commercial rabbits. And then I'm like, that's not what I would expect to see in my compact mini Rex. Like, and then they were like a quarter ball compared to a half ball. And I'm sitting there like, no, back up. And Jen's been all about it, but the judges are like this. No, the chop I do have. Yes, no, it's not the mini Rex video. It's the top line video, but they had mini Rex people on it. It's one of those things where it upset me because the graph was off when it comes to like. Okay, come here. No, actually, come here, Nom. Nom, you're the better type for this. So we have it right. They had a mini Rex, one of these, and they set it up. And the mini Rex, I agree, where the freaking high point should be, but they had it to where it looked almost like a Californian because this part right here And the video was so long when it should be a half ball appearance. And yeah, it had me spiraling. It had me spiraling. I want to hear about the tea of that video. Please share. Please share. I need the tea. I need the tea. Let's see. I love the names I've got going. Mini Rex are Gilmore Girls. I got Paris, Kirk, Jesse, Laurel, and Rolly. Holland, Lops are Heartland. TY and Amy Lineheads are Ross, Monica, and Phoebe. Yeah, my rabbits' names are just everywhere. I feel that. Hey, little Rich, how are you doing? Many other videos with breed overviews as well. I'm particular to the Lionhead video. I bet you're particular to it. No, most of the time the rabbit show is on point, but that top line video just threw me for a loop in some places. I still need that tea. Please give me the tea, please. You also have some, yes, no, I don't have some meaties at the moment. I have a meaty at the moment because I'm down 3 of that litter and I only kept 1 out of that litter. My name is Amazing Grace Rabbit Tree. My rabbit tree is called Luna Rose Rabbits. My rabbit tree is D&M, Daniel Madison Rabbit Tree, because it goes with our LLC that we currently have. Most rabbit related, I go to my first. I'll message you. Thank you. I would love that. Please, because that video, like, I understand the theory they were going with, but again, I'm gonna take my little mini Rex here. This is Nom. There's a reason why he's called Nom. Although Nom has a home with a friend of mine who raises chocolates, who wants him very badly. Going to Victoria, Freedom Quail Farm. Who has my Amber Doe right now, who had 5 babies on a strawberry, finally. But this part right here, this little shoulder part in that video. When I say I had a conniption over that video, but I agree with some parts. I agree with some parts when it comes to the theory of it. And I love that channel. I'm still not going to drag that channel. It's just the video. Oh, am I monetized on YouTube yet? I am. What am I? I'm at 400. I am 600 hours away from being monetized. And that sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. It is not a lot. Oh, I'm so excited. Soon. I am monetized, though, on TikTok. I normally get I can't speak. I get enough to pay for 2 bags a month of feed on my TikTok. I'm very proud of that. But soon I will be monetized on YouTube as well. And it'll also go back into my rabbitry. My fiance was going to drop his New Zealand's until I bought him some blues. He was really wanting some, so I think I have him convinced to go to Kentucky with me. Yeah! We love the family trips. My husband's staying at home to take care of my bunnies. That's what he's doing. He's also finding any way possible to not go to rabbit shows with me. I only go through 1 bag of feed a month. I'm jealous. I go through... I gotta do math because I just changed my numbers up. I go through like 5 bags of feed a month, I think. 5? I overfeed some of my rabbits. Okay, I overfeed a lot of my rabbits. I'm not gonna lie, I overfeed my mini Rex. My mini Rex should only get half a cup a day. They get 3/4 of a cup a day. I overfeed them. Okay, it's a bad habit. MMC says she goes through 14 a week. That doesn't count though, because you have like 300 rabbits. That's a lot of rabbits, okay? You're allowed to go through that many because of the amount of rabbits you have. And one of these days, I'm going to come up to your rabbitry and I'm just going to spend the time frolicking through all your rabbits. I'm just going to go up and down all the aisles. And it's going to be like a Jack Skellington moment of, what's this? What's this? And I'm just going to be like going up and down, looking into all of it. Do you have to do videos every day for the TikTok monies? I don't. In fact, when I slowed down that week where I was really freaking out about my tests, I was only posting I didn't even post every day. And I saw but I also had that one person, or those 2 people who were like really blowing up my TikTok about animal rights. And because of them, I got an extra 2 bags worth of feed in that month. But you don't have to post every day. I think you only have to post once a month to stay in the creator fund, I think. But you don't have to post every day. But it does help with the algorithm. When I build the new barn, it'll be glory. Yeah, it will be. Hello, how are you doing? I walked in her barn. I did that. Right? I cannot wait to go visit y'all and just walk into the barn and just have a moment in that barn. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to play with all the Harleys. I'm going to play with all the New Zealands. And I'm going to play with all the mini Rex. And it's just going to be a moment. And they're going to have to drag me out of the barn. It's going to be a moment. Also, if y'all haven't seen the pictures of my child with Nom, my 1-year-old has been carrying this rabbit around most of the day. And she carries him like to her chest. She carries him like this. And she pets him like this. And she goes, gentle, gentle. Because I'm constantly lecturing her. And she's like, gentle. So my 1-year-old has been going around carrying this rabbit around most of the day. Just gentle, gentle. So yeah. I'm sitting at about 3 bags a month right now, but will increase once I find some more cages. Lionheads don't ever eat. I feed a cup, and most days they have half of that left the next day. I'm jealous. Oh, I just hit 20% on my TikTok for battery. Let's see, 3 bags a month. I don't have any litters. Girl, I just learned that short watch hours don't count for monetization. Yeah, they don't count for monetization. Well, they count towards short watch time, and you have to have like 10 million a month to get monetized through shorts. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it in my opinion. I just do videos. Yeah, I know that you and MMC are partners, Domino, and I'm just gonna go. MMC, I will dump all of the trays to pet your baby bunnies. That's it. Like, let me carry around a baby in my pocket, and I will dump all of your trays. I will do all of the work. I'm also the Grim Reaper never fails. I'm always calling something in my friend's rabbit trees. Yes, I will earn my keep. If I am in your rabbit tree, I promise I work. I did it with Casey the other day. I was in her rabbit tree and I was dumping trays. That's, like we were looking at rabbits. Pickle Rick also says hi, Julie. He just started. That's all I can say is he just started. I love that bird, but that bird. Kidnapping at convention. I'm just gonna like follow y'all around like a little duckling, and I'm gonna be like, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? And I'm gonna ask y'all a million questions, and y'all gonna be sick of me by the end of the time because I will do all of your work for you, but I'm a chatterbox, and you're gonna be sick of me. You're gonna be so sick of me. Also have a new cool sewing machine to make fertilizer bag. Ooh, that's cool. I like it. Let's see. I don't understand the people that are against everything we do, yet they go looking for that stuff again. Yes. So here's the thing, Dylan, right? I just had another person. They posted on my TikTok. They were like, oh, rabbit abuse. And I posted under that comment and I said, I swear to all, if you get me back on Pet Talk, ... Because I don't want to hear from them. I just want to stay in my little homesteading world and talk to people about bunnies. Because I will talk to somebody all day about ethics, right? That's cool. But instead, would you not like to see videos of little baby bunnies? Look at this. Look at this little kit. Look how adorable it is. It's so cute. Gotta ask again, what are the dates for Kentucky? Sometime in October. Sometime in October. I gotta look at them too. I keep asking myself. But yeah. I'm getting spammed by this pet rabbit lady calling me ignorant and animal abuser and ignore. So here's the thing. I'll poke at them sometimes. Most of the time, it's just better just to block them and move on. I get the same stuff. Anything hunting. Hunting is important. October 1st through the 7th. That's when convention is. And then MMC says our show is October 20th through the 21st, I think. It's sometime in October. I just pulled all of my dates for the shows in my area for the next few months. I told my husband, I said, I'm going to 5 shows this year. I told him only 5 shows this year, 1 show a month for the next few months. And he's like, okay. Like, I think my first show of the year is on the 28th, which normally I have one. The tea hath been spilled. The tea hath been spilled. Yeah, but I think let's see. Mini Rex Nationals next year's on my birthday. Nice. I think next year I'm gonna hit Mini Rex Nationals. And I'm telling you, Lee, I'm stealing a rabbit from Lee. And by stealing I mean appropriately buying, of course. But for colloquial can't freaking speak tonight. For layman's terms, I'm stealing one of Lee's rabbits. Rabbit tea sent to you. Thank you, Domino. I appreciate. I like tea and I need the tea, and my brain tickles by it. My brain tickles by it. I'm one of those people where I just need it. It keeps me fresh. It keeps me alive. Now I'm waiting for my husband to poke his head in and ask if I'm done yet because I'm enjoying my chatter. Because he's on game right now. He's on his PlayStation right now. So if I can get away with like chit-chatting for longer, I'm definitely going to. But I'm also waiting for him to like poke his head in and be like, babe, you ready to watch the next Last of Us? And by then I'm going to be like, yeah, I am. Also, Domino and MMC, at some point I need to talk to both of you about ARVA standards when it comes to CODs. But that'll be another thing when it comes to Alaskan Reds. So yeah. But I wanted to run something by you when it comes to enough of a difference. And I know that sounds really vague, but that's the wording in my mind when it comes to standards. Because y'all are a lot more experienced and way smarter than me on these things. Also, with your party quins, MMC, I have questions. I have lots of questions because I'm really bad when it comes to reading. I learn through visuals. So when it comes to reading, Rick is really upset that I'm still awake right now. Tiffany, I will get with you after this live. I just reworded the Party Quinn SOP, also added new. Yes, and I need to talk to you about SOP when it comes to CODs and and just basically more of my chatter. More of my chatter. I was literally begging to be my local rabbit leader by the AG. Domino, you'd be good at that. Domino, you should do that. I'll put it this way. Both of you are in my pocket to the point where I'm constantly bugging y'all. Like, I have questions and I bug y'all constantly. And I would apologize, but I'm going to keep doing it. So I'm not really sorry, if that makes sense, because I love learning off of y'all, but I'm also going to annoy you. I can't take the whole week off. So which days would be the best 2 or 3 to go? I want to be able to hang out with you guys and chit chat, of course. I'm going Saturday and Sunday because I have to be back in at work. Like Monday. I'm going to pull like an all-nighter to book it back to Colorado. Is half a cup of feed once a day too little with unlimited hay and rabbits all under 5 pounds? Are they keeping in good condition? What kind of pellet are you feeding? What's the percentage of protein? It just all depends, blessed with pets. Just all depends. I keep forgetting you have birds. And I was like, who keeps aggressively inhaling? Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick is aggressively inhaling because it just hit his bedtime. And he's like, Mother, why are you not in bed? That's Samantha right there. The higher pitched, kind of less shrieking noise is Samantha. The honking and lower pitched noise is Pickle Rick. And I can sit here and tell you who is screaming. Not bugging me. I love teaching bunnies to everyone. And that's why I love y'all guys. Because y'all answer my stupid questions. And I use quotes because they're not stupid. Because no question is necessarily stupid. But I feel stupid for asking the amount of questions I do have to time. Found out I can't make it to convention this year. I'm so mad. Oh, that really sucks. There's next year, Greens. There is next year. So the 7th and the 8th. I think so, Julie, but don't quote me on that yet. Just because I'm not sure if that is the actual Like I have to double and triple and quadruple check, and I won't for sure agree that those are the dates until like a month before. But yes, the Saturday and Sunday is when I will be there. I love talking rabbits mainly because no one around me understands 100%. But I've surrounded myself with rabbit people, so this is all I talk about 24/7, and that could be annoying to non-rabbit people. I need more bunny people here in Vernal. I annoy my coworkers. My coworkers don't know I do this. My coworkers don't know this. They just think I am a very bubbly, very social, rambunctious person who gets their work done, and that I'm a little eccentric. They don't know about the rabbits. They don't know about the homesteading. They don't know about the homesteading page or anything, and we'll just see how that goes. They'll learn eventually because I'll start talking about it. Maybe. I don't really talk about my personal life at work, but someday they're going to find out and they're going to be like, and then it's going to be like, sorry, y'all. Let's see. Nationals is 10-1 through 10-7, and if you are entering rabbits, you're there the entire week. I guess I'm taking a week off of work then. I guess I'll be there the entire week. My work does not know that yet, but I'll just work from home. Mind you, I have very few friends here. I also sing the song that never ends nonstop. This is the song that never ends. The other one is around the corner and under a tree. A sergeant major once said to me, "Who would marry you? For I would like to know. For every time I look at your face, it makes me want to go around the corner and under a tree." That's the song that never ends. That's in my brain, but it's not the song that never ends. It's around the corner and under a tree. Hey, how are you? That was probably a weird time for you to come in. Me reliving the song that never ends in my head. But yeah, so Julie, with Domino's instruction, I will be there all week. If you are showing rabbits, I will be showing rabbits unless something very detrimental happens to where I can't go out with rabbits, and then I'll just fly myself out for the weekend. But I'm going to be there either way, and I want to show rabbits, so I'll be there all week. Let's start a Facebook chat with rabbit breeders in the committee. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. We can all talk about rabbits constantly. The rabbit after check-in cannot leave until checked out on the 7th. Yeah, Domino, if I'm bringing rabbits, I'm going to be there all week. See, this is why I don't read the rules until closer, and then it screws me over. But I'll be there all week if I'm taking rabbits, and I should be. I teach 3-year-olds, so singing is mandatory. I have a 1-year-old, so singing is mandatory. We do have a bunny chat. The Bun Club on Facebook. We have 2 of those, y'all. We have 2 of those, and y'all know what I mean. Hey, Breeze Money, how are you doing? I am not the ringleader. I am the bad influence. Yeah, Bree is like really good at the computery generated design stuff that I don't understand. We have 6. MMC, we might have that many, but we don't tell people we have that many. They'll think we're nuts. How many groups do you have to talk about rabbits? Oh, like 27. That's all I talk about. It's all I think about. It's all I breathe. And then they're like, something else is all I talk about. Sorry. I like rabbits. Domino's the ringleader. Yeah, Domino is the ringleader. And they are compartmentalized. Because I have group chats that are like y'all's group chats. And then I have my Silver Fox group chats. And then it's a lot. And yeah, one for New Zealand Reds. Like there are so many group chats that I'm in that are about bunnies. Like one was our Intermountain Region Silver Fox Club, where it's like 6 or 7 breeders that we just talk about rabbit shows in the region that we're going to. So our Silver Foxes have yes, you are the ringleader in the itty bitty committee. That is just because I encourage everyone to get rabbits. That's all this is. One for general Partaquins, and one for genetics or snarky, right? I got 2, maybe 3 shows each weekend of the month, and I'm kind of stressing. I'm in a rabbit group for breeds I don't even own. I am too, to be honest. I have a couple of. I don't believe in raising in colonies. I don't like raising colony styles. I am in 3 colony bunny groups for raising rabbits. 3 colony groups. I don't like raising colony rabbits, and I'm in there anyway because I'm like, oh, I'd love to hear these people's opinions and see what they're doing. And it's just, I get the same look as a dog trainer. I get a lot of, right? You're not wrong. And that's why I thought of it, Greens. It was the itty bitty titty committee, but also it couldn't be that. So it was like itty bitty homestead committee. And this is why my husband just glares at me every time I talk about our name. He's like, that's too cheesy. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's perfection. It's perfection. What type of rabbit is best to show? We get a lot of Nevies, mini racks. It's just basically the, it just depends on the show. But, I get a few colony people who use Forniferu. I'm going to check Frosty, and I have no idea when I'd be able to get a pair. I'm in a cream de argent group, but I want creams real bad. Not my thing, but see, yeah, I agree, MMC. Some people prefer colony raising. Not my thing for a multitude of reasons. Yes, Domino, I like that answer. The best of show, best of breed is the rabbit closest to the SOP. I like that answer. Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Me too. I hope at some point a colony raiser says something that makes me question my choices, but so far, the colony raising style makes me anxious. All I need to ask is Producer's Pride a good feed? I've had this one brand I've had that's no longer available to me. I don't like Producer's Pride. I've used it. I've had it. It's what I used. I used it for quite a long time, just because it's the only thing I had access to in Denver. I did not like it. Not whatsoever. Greens, I will start a conversational group through the group. I know that's confusing, but through the Facebook, I'll start a talk group. The evil devil spawn in the background that screams the land, getting everyone to know their presence. He's been quiet. Or I'm just ignoring him. I'm not sure. Going to plan for Thursday through Sunday. I feel that. There's Rick. Let's see here. Best breed is what works for you depending on what you're looking for in a rabbit. I 100% agree. My Rue Silver Fox doe has babies last week. I got my first 2 chocolates. Super happy. Heck yeah, congratulations. That's super exciting. I want some chocolate babies. I don't have any chocolates yet. I just have blues and blacks. It's depressing. I want all the colors of the rainbow when it comes to my silver foxes. As a Tractor Supply employee, I can safely not recommend Producer's Pride. I used it and hated it. Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah. Julie, you and I are gonna disagree. I put my rabbits on Orin, and they dropped weight considerably. To keep them at weight, I was feeding so much feed. And I'm back on my Producer's Pride game. Only Domino, MMC. I'm so excited. Guess who got a hold of 1,000 pounds of show feed from Mana Pro? The purple bag. Danny found it and he bought me the entire pallet. Oh my God. I am so happy I found the feed, and I am at 10% on my TikTok. Danny found me the feed and I'm so excited. So excited. What are we saying no to? What are we saying no to? I'm confused. But yeah, I got the show feed, the purple bag. So excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Greens says Purina Show, 100% back it. Somebody else says Callumbatch. I'm always pronouncing that feed wrong. Oh, I paused the live. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my phone jumped to 10% battery, so it was yelling at me. So that's why the live on TikTok cut out. My bad. I had to push it. So if I disappear from TikTok, PETA didn't get me. It's just that. But yeah, yeah, I got the purple bag of show feed, and that's what's in my MMC says Calmbatch. Calmbatch? That's how you pronounce it? Is Calmbatch? What's the further? I drove 6 hours for show one way. And I'm about to drive 16 hours for a show one way. So your answer to that is there is no limit. Domino says purple bag has your rabbits up to 9 pounds at 5 months old. If I can get them there, I'm so excited. Kalmbach, musician. Kalmbach. Bach. Thank you. I'm always pronouncing that wrong, so I appreciate that. Is Mini Rex a hard breed to show or take care of? They're an easy rabbit to take care of, but there's so many people in it, it's very hard to perfect. And part of me loves that. I'm looking at moving Kalmbach, because my local feed store carries it. I have a neighborhood near me that has a huge population of free roaming rabbits of all sorts. I threatened to go and live trap a bunch of them and sell them. I feel that. Pronounced Kalmbach. At least that's how I was taught to say it. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, and gotta find a super local feed store because I'm not old enough to drive yet, and I have to rely on my parents. Y'all, I appreciate it. I'm still gonna pronounce it horribly. I know I am, but Kalmbach. Kalmbach. I still have beef with Champagne des Argents as well, and I still have a surprise litter that no one knows about that I keep talking about. And y'all don't see it yet. But there's like, what is it? I think 7 babies? It's a long story. I'll tell y'all when I have a baby in hand because I don't trust these mothers. I don't trust these mothers. But I have a secret litter that no one knows about that I keep talking about of champagnes. But I still have beef with the champagnes as well. And I own them. But I don't own them, if that makes sense. Like, they're my official, unofficial, active, inactive rabbit in my barn. We have our first show for Beehive State Rabbits Club soon. Good luck. I would love to hear how it goes. I feed Mana Pro the purple bag. The purple bag is what I'm working on right now. The purple bag, and I like it so far. It's working really well. It's getting my rabbits' weight back up after I switched to Orin. It's not working for my rabbits, unfortunately, and I'll have a whole video about that. Sad, but I have to split. Need to binge equine nutrition. Catch you later. Good luck on binging your equine nutrition. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm probably gonna get off here soon as well. You don't claim them, you just house and feed them. Exactly. I don't claim the champagnes, I just feed and house them. I'm donating a rabbit speaker for the raffle. Nice. Let's see. The only bag of Mana Pro I can find is I've read the red bag before. It's okay. I don't like it, and it doesn't have the best formula. And Domino and MMC will yell at me. I feel like the red bag of Mana Pro is better than the Tractor Supply Producer's Pride. Must bail. Night night, Domino. I will talk to you probably in the group chat before you go to bed. You also give all your rabbits names. Maybe. MMC does agree with me on that Blessed with Pets that the Mana Pro red bag is better than Producer's Pride. But I think we both agree and that it's not the best formula in the world. The red bag of Mana Pro is the Small World bag at Walmart also. So just to give you an idea. But I've used the Mana Pro Red before, and it's done okay with my rabbits. It's done probably the best out of all of the, like, I'll call them the lesser feeds that I've used on my rabbits. But it's not great. I agree, it's not great, but still better than Oxbow or Katie. I agree. It's not a great formula, but it works, and I like it better than the Producer's Pride. It just, yeah. The Mana Pro Show supplement is top notch as well. Yes, I love the supplements. I will feed the 2 pets and retirees it. Yes. Like I said, the Redback's not horrible, but it's not my top pick. But I would rather feed it over Producer's Pride. Producer's Pride almost killed a few of my rabbits, never going back. Oof. Still have Forever Fosters. Yeah. I had the red bag. I just wasn't impressed with it. Just fed the rest of it to my goats the other day. Careful. Is it MMC? Is it copper that goats can't have? What is it in rabbit feed that makes goats really sick? I got lectured this one time because of Max. But you'll have to remember. All I know is there's something in rabbit feed you're not supposed to feed to goats. Copper. Yes, it is copper. Be very careful, blessed with pets. The copper in the bags. Yeah, Max has... I am terrified I'm going to kill that goat one of these days. I get the purple bags at my local Tractor Supply. I bugged and begged my local supplier for the purple bag. I told them I'd buy them out of everything, house and home, if they had the purple bag, and they got it. And now they started supplying me with it. I'm going to get off as well. Got to be up for work at 4 a.m. So I'll have a wonderful evening, and I'll keep you updated on Miss Ray and her baby. Thank you, Julie. Have a wonderful night, and I would love to hear updates about our horse, because that's what it's turning into. She is our horse. She is the committee horse. But good night, and have a wonderful night and a great day at work. Purina never had weight loss, better coats sheen, and never had a problem breeding. Did I try? I've never tried the Purina ones, but also we don't really get them. Had some litters drop dead on Purina Grow, never again. Goats are rudiment, and the copper in rabbit feed kills the good bacteria in the goats' rudiments. Haha, thank you, Domino. Like I said, I thought it was copper, but I wasn't quite sure. So thank you, as always. You are so spot on with the knowledge. I appreciate it. The Mana Pro purple bag here is a $50. It's only like freaking 27 to 28 here. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. Let's see. I get my feed from a local Amish. It's $18 for 50 pounds, and it has 70. I wish. But the copper is necessary for rabbits and passes through too quickly to harm a bunny. It's good to know. Right? $18 for a 50-pound bag. I want it. Pretty much love you. Love you too, Julie. Have a great night. Copper will kill sheep as well. Let's say copper. Feeling better about my feed costs. I'm not feeling better about your feed costs. I want your feed costs. Colorado's expensive. That's why I had somebody who was like, "Oh my God, your prices are expensive for your hatching eggs." It's like, no, it's just the Purina show. I've seen it down in the Springs for $30. But that was an off moment. Mine's almost 30. Yep, same here. I'll stick to the red bag and Grow when I can find it. I like the Grow too. The Grow is really great. The Grow's done wonders for my grow outs. I really love the Grow when I can find it. I have a supplier. They're a local supplier. I love it. I have no idea which direction to go to food. They're doing good. On the bag. I have them on, but my parents won't drive an hour and a half to get more. That's understandable, to be honest. Best part, they live right down the road from me. That's not fair, Dylan. That's not fair. I had to deal with a case of milling error when they dumped an entire 50-pound bag of copper in the mix. Jesus Christ. Was that on, there was something, somebody had something similar in one of the meat rabbit groups. But that is terrifying. Vernell is expensive, cheap rent, expensive animal feed, 3 pounds of cat food is almost 20. Ooh, that's a lot. Caused copper toxicity in 48 rabbits. Jesus. Ugh. That's horrible, Dominant. Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, if I lost all my rabbits to copper poisoning, I'd be so angry. So angry. You ordered chick screens? What kind of chicks? What kind of chicks? Like chicken chicks, quail chicks, duck chicks? Well, I guess those are called ducklings. But what'd you get? Yes, it was from the group. Ugh, that post just made my stomach drop. Rewarming cold. I hope they warm up for you, proving plausible. That's horrid. I hate when kids get out on the wire and they chill. Yes, you can order feed online, Blessed with Pets. My boss and I helped the person find an antidote for the copper poisoning. That is one of my biggest fears, to be honest. Broiler chickens. Cornish crosses or rangers? Cornish crosses or rangers is the big question now, Greens. 2/3 moving currently. That's good. If they're moving, you got it. You just got to get them warmed up. If they're moving, you're good. Ugh. I'll say my last litter that came in cold. I hate the winter just because of that. It's always just so terrifying to find cold kids. Oh, Danny's having fun on live. Sounds like Danny's dying. I told you he's dying. Corner, let's see here. Now Petco restocks Mana Pro Grow in the red bag as 2019. You have auto ship. Cornish crosses get huge, but they're disgusting and you constantly have to get them up moving. Yes. Cornish cross need fast grows. The Rangers take too long. I feel that. But also I like the Rangers just because they're a little easier to throw out on pasture. But Cornish crosses are good for growth. So, yeah. All right, y'all. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. TikTok, I'm going to say goodnight. Then we'll say goodnight to the YouTubes. But TikTok, it was great hanging out. My phone's about to die. I just wanted to say goodbye to y'all real quick. And as always, I'm going to awkwardly press the exit button. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye. And then my YouTube people, I'm still here. I'm still here, YouTube. I just wanted to end TikTok before because what'll happen is on the TikTok is I will randomly just like fall off the face of the earth because my phone dies. I thought I had my charger's out there. All right, we got more viewers, and it was a good live. We had a lot of comments, and we had high participation. And I'm going to submit because I always submit my surveys. Because it tells TikTok what they're doing right. 94 comments. Jesus. I'm going to leave that there. Let's see, TikTok. I'm still here. The goblin cackles from the other room. That's my husband. He's a gaming goblin. And that's just his normal. When I'm on live, he games. And then that's perfectly fine. I'm here. He can go goof off. But yeah, the screaming from the other room is my husband dying at, I think he's playing Fortnite. I think that's what he's been playing. Not sure though. I've not had a problem with Cornish crosses in our chicken tractor. Move them daily. Really? Maybe I'll have to try Cornish again. So I really like the Mana Pro show, Blessed with Pets. I like it a lot, but also Grow is really good as well. So the green bag and the purple bag, I like those two bags. But so it's up to you if you want to order them. My Tractor Supply gets it. The only problem I've had with ordering from Tractor Supply, one time I ordered the show and they ordered the Pro and they're like, oh, it's the same formula. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. And I was like, no, it is a big deal. It's a completely different formula. My rabbits aren't used to it. And I had like a hissy fit. Butchering at 8 weeks for the Cornish is definitely a pro. My problem is they didn't do well on pasture. And we had to have them like in a makeshift coop the entire time. They didn't do well on pasture. Now then again, where I am, we get a lot of wind and it's just not a very nice place to grow things. And then we also have things like cougars and bears and dogs and foxes and raccoons. And what am I missing? I'm missing something. We have moose. The moose are nasty, nasty little creatures. Those moves are so nasty, but you know, we're here. We love them sometimes. Um, Nothing against gaming. I just can't get past spending the money for a gaming system. Yes, I agree, Dylan. My husband doesn't understand it. I'm like, I'm gonna spend all my money on rabbits, and he just kind of looks at me funny. I look at him funny, and it's one of those things where it's like, we just don't agree with each other, and that's perfectly fine. I get it. But yeah. Anyway, y'all, it's time. I gotta go check on Lulu to see if she's pulling fur yet. She's not due to Kindle for another four days, but I'm just opposites attract, right? We are so you know the whole moon phase thing on TikTok before I go. So I checked it out. I am a full moon. I am a full moon, and my husband is the tiniest waxing crescent moon. And we're like, oh, we don't match our moon cycles. But if you look at our children, Sydney is the exact opposite of me, and Nana's is the exact opposite of Danny. So we have 2 full moons in this house of perfect balance and harmony. Just not me and my husband, it's us and our children. So our children are perfect matches for us when it comes to personality. And here I am just blow drying everything. Blow drying, blowing through, just being crazy, just being just all over the place. That's all I am. We feed 30% protein. Turkey started the whole time. Dressing weight is 9 pounds. Nice. Show I'm pretty sure is 16 and Grow is 18. Anyway, y'all, for realsies this time, I'm going. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I do gotta go though because it's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta shower, gotta check on the buns, all that. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. I will see y'all later. Bye.